So we had just arrived. We are stashing the vehicle off the side of the road, taking the kayak off, loading it up, and the lake is just behind the trees over there, if you can see it, or it's actually all around us here. Beautiful place. Hope you guys enjoy. And we are finally off. So I have no idea where I'm going to stay tonight. Just come up with it as we go along. And yeah, I hope you enjoy what I'm about to do. This is going to be an overnighter. We're going to spend about one night in the wilderness. I have a tent with me. And I should be fine. Minus 17 sleeping bag. Hopefully I didn't freeze like I did in Killarney, which was pretty terrible actually. It's unbelievable how much the temperature can change just like that. So right now I'm paddling into the wind, but just to check out a spot that I've seen from the shore here. I want to see what that's like. Potentially a place to go and camp on. There is an island on this lake. I would preferably want to stay on there. There have been a lot of bear sightings in the area lately, according to the locals. I'm sure they're just trying to scare me away and deter me from coming here and destroying their beautiful land. But I have one motto: bring out more than you bring in. Meaning, I come with a garbage bag, and whatever I find along the way, I try to bring it out with me. Wearing my PFD as always. It's early May here in Ontario and the water is quite cold. Just to get the kayak in the water, I had to go into it maybe a foot. It is absolutely freezing. You definitely cannot swim in it just yet. I'm really enjoying this new kayak from Prion. It's Kayak 520. Very impressed. The only thing I'm not too impressed with is the day hatch, which constantly leaks even from the paddle splash. I wish they came up with some sort of a better seal to make it completely watertight, because whatever I put into the day compartment, day use compartment, which is supposed to be the easiest accessible spot, is completely soaked. I mean, I've had about an inch of water in that thing and it wasn't pleasant. And all my stuff got soaked. That was my first outing with this thing. I wasn't too impressed, to say the least. Hopefully Prion can come up with a better solution to solve this, because the gasket around this completely leaks. Actually, it has cracked in a couple of spots ever since last winter or last summer. And I'm not too impressed. This thing completely soaks up with water on the inside, which is supposed to be watertight. It looks so rigid, yet it really sucks. It's this gasket right here that needs to be worked on. It's completely not watertight at all. This thing just soaks up water. I'm almost contemplating using a bead of caulking around this just to seal it up. It's gonna make it look ugly with the sun on it. It's gonna make it look terrible, and so I'm trying to avoid that. And bottom line is, long story short, I haven't been able to use that feature of this kayak, which is, you know, this is the convenience, it's right here, but I have not been able to use it at all, which is quite disappointing. So this area here has been heavily affected by the emerald ash borer, or ash borer. It's a green bug that came over and found its way from China, eating away at one of the most wonderful resources we have here in Ontario, which is ash trees. There are so many uses for it. It's wonderful wood to work with. It's excellent for furniture. I've decided to put on my jacket. It turns out it's still quite a bit chilly on the water, and I'm sure I won't be disappointed with this thing. It's gonna keep this buddy warm. Oh yeah. Combined with the merino wool underneath, this would be great. I know it. I can already feel the heat now. This is great. This is absolutely great. Don't forget the PFD. Always in this type of temperature. You never know. Could be the simplest thing as a beaver slapping its tail and you're going overboard. What are you gonna do then when you're soaked? I have a bailout kit. It's all right here. It includes a satellite phone. It includes my cell phone. Napkin for runny nose. It's got my car keys in it. A couple of lighters, which I think are the most important things really you can have with you out here. If you don't have a lighter, yes, there's the ferro rod, but really, do we have the time to play with the ferro rod when we're soaked? No, not really. So I bring lighters, big lighters, lots of them, packed all over the place. And yeah, sorry if I'm bragging, but that's what I do, and I've never had an issue. Wow, look at that toothpick stuck in my pants. I'll actually use that. That's a resource. It's a great resource. You never know when you're gonna get something stuck in your teeth, right? Man, now I'm warm. I'm ready to rock the world right now. I'm ready for it. So, why don't we get along? Why don't we go? Why don't we get along? What is he talking about? I just love being out here. Call it the reset button. I press it when I need it, and now I'm sharing it with you. So enjoy. There's really something else about nature. Something that takes you back hundreds of years, and it's just, you can't really explain it. Some people like it, some people don't, I suppose, but I just love it. I really like my kayak, my Prion. This thing is like a Porsche of kayaks. Anyway, according to me, it is. It is so fast, and you know, one stroke gets you along. Maybe it gets you a distance. I don't know how long. I've never actually measured it, but you know, you get going, this thing just glides. The rudder in the back, amazing. I've never had a kayak with one. I see what the difference is now. It makes a huge difference in high water or on big waves, and that's what this thing is designed for. I've seen 3-foot waves with it. It cuts through like butter. There are a lot of fallen trees, a lot of ash trees that I see that have been hit by the bugs and are now slowly dying off. This thing's been going on for the last 10 years, but it's finally taking its toll to a point where it's very noticeable. There's a lot of dead wood in this forest, which makes me kind of happy at the same time, because I won't have to look far for some good firewood. That's right. Well, here comes another camping spot. They're all over the place here. That's the 4th one. This one's much bigger. But I will take a good look at every single one and then make my way towards the one I like the most at the end. I'm not really in a hurry here. I know there's nobody else on this lake with me here today, and I don't have to worry about getting the worst spot, because I'm actually going to be staying in the best one of them all. That's right. Just got to make sure that there are not too many widowmakers like on this spot here. which is something always to consider when you're out here. I try to stay away from these things. They do topple over in high wind situations. Now you can see how many dead trees are in there. I mean, they will be replaced with other trees like maples and whatever else will come in to replace the ash trees. But those things are largely gone now, or going, and soon enough they will disappear. I give it another 10 years, given how much progress the hash borer had. This area is going to be completely clear of hash trees within the next 10 years. Waves are picking up a little bit, making things a little bit more exciting for me. Always a good challenge. Well, that was a little sketchy. I almost went in the water on that one. Slippery rocks, man. Too bad I don't have that on video, but trust me, I do not want to go in this water. My hands are freezing, and that's just from balancing. Thank God my sleeves were rolled up at the time. I wish I could do some fishing right now. That'd be great. You know? This is awesome. Hunting? I don't know if you can hear that, but there have been a couple of distant shots. It's definitely not hunting season, but small game. And again, I don't know my hunting lists, so who am I to say? They're blowing hard, that one. Nice. Nice. Woo. Sketchy. Go faster. So now we're crossing open water. And we're going to the right. We're going to the right. Let's check out what's over here. Probably nothing. Oh yeah, she's a blowing. No. No way. I'll try that when the wind comes down a little bit. So then I have a nice little bay to hang out in. You see, we're far down the lake here, and this is where all the waves converge. They really come out over here. Sometimes you have to come out of the water in places like that over there and hide from the wind, I believe, or a spot like that maybe. I'm seeing some white caps happening in the open water there. Yeah, we're definitely staying put for now. See, I don't know if you can see this. Almost put the rudder right on the rocks there. The amazing part of this whole thing, of this journey, is that I'm using a sea kayak for this. I'm much ready for whatever nature throws at me. Except I don't have my pocket closed, so it's a little sketchy. I'm too lazy to go retrieve it. But for the time being, it seems to have calmed down a little bit. It's not too bad. Oh wow. 3 points of contact. Or 3 points of contact. Make sure you always have a paddle in the water when you're running the waves like this. Sideways anyway. Easiest way to wipe out. And that is not what I want to do here. Not today. I've been here before. It's a beautiful spot right here, which I may occupy. I may. One, it's got a good landing. Two, it's a great little spot. I'll get all the sun right until the end of the day in this area. Let's see. Whew. Oh, and she's just picking up again. Nice. Someone's with me on this one. Totally. Rudder. Whew. Oh yeah, much nicer. This is exactly where we stay. It's gonna be a windy one, but we got lots of time and we'll figure it out. So we'll change the position of the kayak. For some reason, I still prefer to get out on the left side. I don't know. I tried the whole right thing there back at the island and I nearly ended up in the water, so my hands have been pretty cold since then. I don't want to do that again. That's my good side. Let's go for it. Just filling out the spot. That looks like a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful location. Beautiful location. This doesn't get any better than this. Straight. Nice flat spot. Yeah. Ugh. If only my kayak stayed put. Forgot about one thing. Oh, yeah. Still haven't mastered it. Voila. We've arrived. Stay put here for a little bit. Let's go check this place out. First of all, I want to locate some wood right off the bat. And I already see a nice tree I can chop up. That'll be perfect. And the view I got over here, just amazing. I'll just have to set up in a spot which is, one, safe from all the widowmakers, which I don't see too many of. People are keeping up with them, burning them, removing them, making this a little bit better for everybody. This place is beautiful. This is exactly where I'm staying at. There's a swing. Nice. Very cool. All right. Time to set her up. But since this is a very windy place, I hope that it calms down. Only one sketchy tree. It's always that to worry about. Always, always, always check. That's definitely always. Sorry. back is nice, but my tent will be far from the fire. Kind of want to use this as a deterrent for bears in the first place, so I'm just more inclined to use the fire pit. And I'll probably set up right here. This will be it. Right next to a beautiful camp spot with a beautiful view. What else would you want to wake up to? Ta-da! It's ready to go. Well, it's time to go grab that wood. We're gonna go back to the spot where we found a big log and chop her up into some manageable lengths. It just happens to be a perfect size for me right here. Ideal. I bought this thing some time ago, and I must say I'm pretty impressed. The Katana Boy is something else when it comes to chopping trees down. Sun's just about setting. As soon as the sun is gone, this place is gonna get unbelievably cold really quick. Let's just hope that this wind dies off and I can have a good evening here. It's a beautiful sunset. So my tent is right here on the peninsula. The kayak is way in the back. I just abandoned it there because that's literally the best place for the landing, I think, on this spot. But there's the kayak over there. To make sure we didn't leave anything outside of it. I need the compartments are open. But all seems to be good. We're good to go. Awesome. The sun is set. It's getting darker and darker by the minute. Sorry, there hasn't been much commentary lately, but I've been busy setting up the fire, looking for wood, making camp. All very important things. It's gonna get really, really cold tonight, so last thing I want is to be frosty. Moon's up in the sky. Still see the sunset over there, but it is getting frostier by the water. That is for sure. Absolutely beautiful spot. Beautiful. It's gonna be dark out here, boy. So here I am sitting by the fire. All of a sudden, I hear bang in the water. I have a feeling a beaver's messing with me. Let's go investigate. There's gotta be a beaver in the water here somewhere. He's messing with me. Keep slapping his tail here. Yup. You hear that? Yeah, he's no more than 10 meters away from me at this point. It's here somewhere. There's my kayak. Way off in the distance. Yeah, this guy's gone here, right here. Let's get him on the video. Beavers are total a-holes. I had one try drown my dog one day back in 2012 with Charlie. There he is. I don't know if you can see him. He's out for his midnight stroll. So it's around 1 a.m. 12:51 and that beaver is still flapping its tail in the water. been a pretty good day. It looks like I'm gonna have nothing but more of good weather tomorrow. It's absolutely great. Can't ask for anything more than that. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. I guess I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. I didn't sleep too well. It's actually pretty frosty last night. My -18 sleeping bag is not doing too well in this weather. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it was pretty frosty. I'm gonna get up, take care of business, eat, pack up camp, and then head back. I'll see you at the campfire. I'll be packing up camp right now and heading out on the lake. I'll load up the kayak, everything that I have, and we'll spend the day on the water. Unfortunately, the DSLR has crapped out, and as such, we only have 6 minutes of film left, so I'm going to keep it short and simple, maybe throw in some pictures if I'm lucky. Talk to you soon. So, we're leaving. Whoop. This is my spot. I stayed right up there. Beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous. Sun is shining. It definitely got warmer. I'm sure I'll warm up while I'm doing this as well. Let's explore the rest of the lake, shall we? I'm not gonna waste a day like this. Not going back yet. I love this time of the year. No bugs. Yeah, sure, it gets a little cold at night, but it's just something else when you can really enjoy without sweating everywhere. Sweating at everything. tree's just about to come down. Soon now.